California. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time.
They'll run with Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The throw right sideline here is complete. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. And this.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. Powers through him. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, and it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
6 yards.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 83 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down again. Javon Kinlaw in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Two straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The score, Niners 7, Cardinals 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They
2nd.
run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get this down to the 10.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Complete.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 24-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Murray on the keeper.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the Niners' 2-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 13.
Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
At the 33-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Cardinals 10.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
When you use the phrase menacing presence, you have to be talking about the rookie out of South Carolina, Javon Kinlaw. Ended up being the number 14 overall pick in this draft. And what a rise and what a backstory to make it to the number 14 pick. A lot of people thought Javon Kinlaw wasn't going to make it out of junior college and then dominated people in the SEC. Great power, great strength, and surprising quickness that gets him upfield and gets him in the face of quarterbacks.
To try again after the sack. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
This is
operating from the gun. Murray, he may try and run for this.
Murray on the keeper. A gain of 21 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 49 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
49ers 14. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Murray dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Murray now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Murray. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Murray's pass.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mostert.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will tie things at 17 all.
Ties the game at 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle.
Murray's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The last few seasons has almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, 2nd on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice. And maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Well, even I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget, defenses have been keying on him each and every snap. This guy produces no matter what the situation, no matter what the coverage. Just find him and get him the football.
On first down, Drake. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Murray, and that is incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Artie Burns there on the coverage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season, 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So out now come the Cardinals, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 7.
We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Rolling to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play, and this is
operating from the gun. Murray got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he gets it down to the 32. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Murray now on first down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
After the turnover, here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. 38-14, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. 35-13, the final score. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they lead the visiting LA Chargers at halftime. The Bengals trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Mostert. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Mostert again, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, this is Wilson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Caught left side, Williams.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought him down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.